There comes a time in everyone's life when they meet their one true love, their soulmate, the person that's going to know and love them for the rest of their life. For Joseph, that moment occurred 21 years ago when he met me.
Julia, from before we could even remember, we were by each other's sides. Literally taking baby pictures in matching outfits that are all throughout in this basement. We have countless memories from growing up by each other's sides, and I know all the embarrassing little moments that we never want to share with anybody else. We've been there for each other through it all. School, friends, boys, you name it, we know it. Fast forward a few decades, and here we are, all grown up. I couldn't feel any prouder of the woman you've become, and I couldn't be more honored to call you my cousin and best friend.
Julia, you are my heart. You only have to say dad and boom, I stop and listen to your requests. Yes, your requests. I remember the day when you were born, when you were in my arms, and I was like, whose baby is this? I was lost. I had no clue what an impact you'd have on our lives.
From the moment you came into the world, Julia, you have held such a special place in my heart. As people would say, the sister you never had. Watching you go from a sweet little girl who's loved to put on a dance performance in front of our families, to playing school, to a beautiful, strong, and amazing woman you are today and have been an absolute privilege. Julia, one of the things I've always admired about you was your incredible heart. Your kindness, passion, and the love you have for people around you are unmatched. You always had a way of making people feel special and important, which is one of the many reasons why you are so loved by everyone here.
Go.
As some of you know, Joe and I were completely opposite kids growing up. He was hardworking and driven. I was not. He feared consequences. I did not. He thought he was buff and handsome. I am buff and handsome. Him and I were, and still are in a sense, extremely competitive. I obviously don't remember this, but as a baby, he was the one dressing me in the Yankees jersey, teaching me how to throw and catch a ball, as I saw on our home video recorder. He was always there to throw a football or baseball to me when I wanted, always there to take me to the batting cages when I wanted. My point is that he would love to take part in things that I loved, and as his little brother, that really meant a lot to me. It was more than just the things I loved, though. He wanted to see me succeed in all aspects of life. That's the type of person Joey's always been in my life. He wanted to be a role model for me, and more importantly, he wanted to always see me win, and I'll always appreciate about him. Although I never admitted it to you, I always looked up to you. I just couldn't give you too much credit back then, so I didn't tell you.
I think back and, maybe Joe's not so minted since he's been in our family about 8 years now. He's like a luggage. He's here for the long haul. Joey's genuine. I know his heart is in the right place, and he loves Julia. That's all a father can ask. I remember Mom told me, I think he's the one for Julia, and as it turns out, he is. You found your soulmate. I am so happy for both of you.
You look beautiful.
Julia, my love. 8 years ago, I would have never imagined that crossing the Goethals Bridge would lead me to my future wife. As I stand here today, I am proud to say that all those miles were worth it. Fast forward, I reflect on the growth we have made as a couple. Every day our world brings something new. What was always consistent is that you're my hardest goodbye and my favorite hello.
Let me just give a few words about Julia coming into my life. It really has been awesome. She's a sweetheart, and there's never been a time where I walk into the room for the first time in a while and she's not smiling ear to ear to see me. The bond between her and I grew pretty quickly. She makes me feel comfortable though. And more importantly, I noticed how comfortable she made Joseph feel, and that's when I could tell she'd be around for a while.
Now, Joe, what can I say? You've been by my cousin's side for so many years now. I have one special memory that I wanted to share, and it might be one that you don't even remember. The day that Nando passed away, I went downstairs to the basement to have a minute alone, and you were there in the kitchen. You opened your arms and you hugged me while I cried. The way that you embraced me in that moment makes me think of all of the times that you're there to embrace Julia. I have no doubt that you'll continue to do that for many more years to come.
Joe, the love and respect you have for Julia is truly remarkable. And seeing you two together fills my heart with happiness. I know you'll be her biggest supporter just as she will be there for you. And together you'll build a beautiful, loving life.
These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years. With the slightest touch, will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow, tears of joy. These are the hands that will help you hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that, even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch.
Joe, it was 1 month into dating where I stood in my kitchen with my mom telling her I met the man I knew I was going to marry. That's where I first imagined this moment standing here with you. There are no words to accurately describe how it feels to be loved by you. I feel your love in not only the big moments, but in the smallest gestures. I have loved you for almost 8 years now. Today, I become your wife, and I get the privilege of loving you for all the rest of them.
I cannot predict the future, but here's what I can promise you. I promise to embrace the memorable moments God blesses us with. I promise to be your strength in times of adversity. I promise not only to be a loving husband, but a loving father that our children can look up to.
I promise a lifetime full of surprises and one day to raise children by your side. I promise to communicate constantly and to be patient in our challenges. I promise to always kiss you goodnight. I promise to never take for granted how lucky we are to have found a love like ours.
"50 to 60 years from now, I will look back on my life, knowing March 22nd, 2025 was my greatest blessing. Thank you for walking beside me on this journey. You are the light of my life. I love you always and forever."
You are the greatest love of my life. I'm madly in love with the person you are today and cannot wait to see who we become together. I'm so excited to walk throughout this life with you. I love you always and forever.
Julia, you may kiss your groom.
Hands together for the new Mr. and Mrs. Joseph and Julia Ridgedale.
Julia, there's truly nobody I'd rather have my brother spend the rest of his life with, and I ask you to please enjoy growing old with him as much as I have enjoyed growing up with him.
Joe, the love and respect you have for Julia is truly remarkable. I know you'll be her biggest supporter just as she will be there for you. And together you'll build a beautiful, loving life. Marriage is a beautiful journey through growth, joy, and boundless love. I have no doubt that the two of you will create a rich life of all those things and so much more. So here's to Joe and Julia, a perfect pair. May your life together be filled of love, laughter, and every happiness you both deserve. Congratulations to the both of you.
May your love be enduring as Joseph's hangovers, and may your life together be filled with adventure, health, and happiness. I love you guys, and congratulations.
So I want you to remember, respect each other, listen to each other, trust each other, love each other always. May God watch over them and bless them, and may they have everlasting happiness. We love you very much, Joe and Julia. Cent'anni. Salute.